The rain's down, down. The rain's down, down.
Buongiorno! We just finished this week's episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind.
Now, normally we're the type to read the manga first, but this time around we wanted that golden experience.
So, subscribe and tune in every week for our reactions. This week it was episode 13, Mirror Man and Purple Haze.
Yes! Finally got that battle.
Yeah, and the battle definitely told us I'm more on Team Abbacchio now.
Yeah, we got to see Moody Blues' ass again.
Yes, we got to see
10 out of 10.
all the asses. I mean, we got to see Abbacchio's stand, we got to see Purple Haze's stand, and he had a cape, which is pretty cool.
We got to see everybody in full colors. We were joking actually that Abbacchio's stand was gonna get trash, but
yeah,
the
we're told
opposite.
at every turn that basically this season we've been told every single stand is it's not very good at combat. It's not very strong. Then fucking just comes in like.
Well, yes, throwing some kicks out, needed to get that key. A lot of pride struggle. I love that we are not ever going to get over the Abbacchio hates Giorno thing. That is a core dynamic. There is no growth. He's like, yeah, I could die and fail my life's mission, or I could let this snot-nosed kid be right.
I have to still beat up Giorno.
He's like, this is really gonna hurt my pride, and I'm like, Abbacchio, come on,
yeah, this felt very much more like an Abbacchio episode, honestly, than a Fugo episode.
Yeah, well, he angled it. He let
saw
everything.
Fugo like what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes into the episode?
Well, we got so much Abbacchio, him like popping his legs over the like little Fresco. Oh man,
a lot of styles, and then and his sort of like combat sort of like. Style, and he was very direct. I mean, he's like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna beat you up. Like him holding himself next to him, it was very cool. And even when he was in tight situations, like, oh, you got me in a bear trap. Well,
I'll cut my hand off. I don't give a fuck.
Ride and die here. Good God, Jesus.
Yeah, he is a ride or die kind of bitch.
Yeah, this is...
So he's good, and you know, we get a little bit more of Mirror Man or whatever. I don't know. He wasn't really
Luso.
Yeah, Luso. He's not really.
So, well, like that's the thing, right? Because you get Tiny Feet. It was like, oh, that's pretty cool. We got to see his him kill somebody. Like, okay, so it makes sense you're in the assassin squad. Mirror Man is kind of like, I mean, I guess you kill people by dragging them into a mirror and just killing them. It's like. Cool, like
that's it.
Comparing
really.
your strength to a 4-year-old child doesn't really get me excited. So he's gonna stay copyrighted. But then we got into the real tricky part of the episode. The
Cement
end.
Snake.
Cement snake. Cement.
That
brick.
was bullshit. It was just horse shit. I have to this point every time respected Araki's creativity.
Oh my god.
This was jumping the shark for me. I did not like it.
This was a triple flip. I thought first things first. I thought Giorno tied a brick to Purple Haze's leg.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
then you could track him that way, but no he had to make the
snake
because you had to get the immunity. And the best part was like Giorno's talking this bullshit about how he's gonna get unpoisoned, and then Fugo comes in like, oh right, because snakes have no, Fugo, don't jump in on this bullshit train.
Oh my
You're the
god.
smart one. I don't want any of this. Like, what the hell's going on?
My favorite part is when Golden Experience, literally Giorno is just explaining what's going on, and Golden Experience just right there on the wall, just like, I'm controlling the snake.
Why not have turned the brick covered in poison into something that you brought in the world and just thrown on? I feel like there was a way to work here that wasn't, bricks turning into snakes naturally makes an antibody serum that would be immune to this poison that we just said there's nothing that could ever stop.
Hey, he just wanted to draw a snake.
I mean, for the second time, okay, that's my thing.
Yeah, now we're double tapping snakes. They're pit vipers. They can sense heat.
There are other animals that build immunity and things like that. And it toppled with, we get Fugo's stand poison concept introduced at the same time earlier. It's still confusing. We're starting to understand Abbacchio's stand and the rewind thing. It's a lot like Tracer now. Like that's how I'm looking at it. Okay. Like we can do things like that. It's not just sort of like a detective vision sort of situation. But I don't know about this
that was a lot.
I felt like I had really given it away, been okay with everything when he turned piss into a jellyfish.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's
sure.
I don't understand it, but I don't really care about this because it wasn't set up between 2 episodes to be the crux of whether something lives or dies. Yeah. Kind of saving the main character's life with something set up for 2 episodes.
It feels like definitely like a very quick write to positively like, you know, confirm something. I don't know.
I didn't like it. Moving on though. I loved seeing the like skeleton hand like go through the mirror. That was cool as
there
fuck.
Just the pour of
good-
blood in like each hand. That was
Oh
good.
yeah, he was passing out. I definitely felt like these moments and these tense exchanges were within 30-second time windows, you know what I mean, because of with the blood and the losing and the tensions and things like that. I liked the villain one-upping Abbacchio, like referencing that. He's like, yeah, if he can do it, I can do it, and talking about how he's not
he was
comfortable
a little
with
bitch
it.
about it though.
Oh god, he's a little bitch.
Abbacchio didn't make a big deal, wasn't a drama queen about
My
it.
favorite is when he freaking gets out of the mirror. He's like, take me out the mirror, I don't want to get affected. I was just sitting there, I was like, is it purple haze outside of the mirror?
Hey, buddy.
Excuse me.
And it is definitely the Hando style of stand where it's like, I don't got any fancy moves for you, buddy. I'm just gonna look you in the eye.
Well, it's just like he was like holding him like on his neck and he was throwing in the punch and he was just like, Mirror Man, save me! And he's just like, the little thing just popped off and he was just like, but I blocked the hit! And he just wrecked. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. A lot of interesting, a little couple shaky animation choices this episode. I think they're trying to get through it.
Yeah, kind of like when the same thing when we were saying we were watching kind of Abbacchio get pulled into the mirror and like all that. We were like, man, that would have been a really confusing series of manga panels because it was already hard enough to kind of keep track of which was which. So I understand that it was also difficult for the animators to just be like, what is the best way we can make this followable and make sense?
Yeah, and that's the thing about followability. Look, we get it earlier when there was a boat shrink wrapped in another boat. It's things like that. Exactly, it's things like that that work when they're direct, immediate. That's the twist. We move on. But when it's this long, drawn out like thing, it's. I mean, it would have been a more classy and clean JoJo twist if Giorno hadn't have ever actually been poisoned and he had been tricking him or something like that.
Anything like that.
We want clean plays here.
Exactly. We typically get all of the pieces we need for it to make sense that our main characters came to this conclusion. All of Giorno's kind of like supposedly about this was just kind of said at the very end, you know.
It's interesting. It's interesting. But you know, we're past this battle now, and I'm glad it happened.
I'm ready to move on.
It tied everything together. I'm all about finally understanding who Fugo is and getting more info on Abbacchio. You know, like as I said before, of course they're gonna fight another stand user on the way back. Becky, don't worry.
It seems like it. Yeah, we've got Abbacchio knockoff coming in here.
Yep,
oh yeah, and he's at the train station, so they're gonna run into him on the way back.
Also, we still have to see what Bruno and Mista and Narancia, because they're split off too.
And Trish.
She doesn't have a stand. She's not important. She's the boss's daughter, but she's not important.
But the boss
Bougie.
has a stand, so the boss's daughter probably has a stand. I think didn't Tiny Feet say that?
Yes.
I think the idea is she's going to have one.
She must have a stand.
But it isn't revealed in the opening like everyone else's, so I'm thinking maybe the next opening.
We might be getting a new season soon.
Right, which is interesting because we did our like one review video of the openings before, and we were kind of picking on Part 5's opening because there's not a lot in it. We got a little bit in it, like Fugo splitting in half is kind of like Mirror.
The duality.
Well, the duality of his, but also like you know, portraying the mirror fight he was in.
Right. We're getting some more things. But yeah.
It's getting to the end, so it's just like, all right, new opening, new like chapter.
Anyway, New Year is coming up. We're excited for tons and tons and tons more JoJo content. So stay tuned, guys. Sub and subscribe, and we'll be coming at you.